Hi, I'm Cheryl with Healthy and Keto. This is Graham. He decided to come up here. Today, I'd like to talk to you about avoiding perfection, which with the dog here, I guess that's why we need to talk about avoiding perfection. So, last time I talked to you about planned deviations. Those are times where you plan to go off plan, to eat off your plan or off your protocol. So now I'm talking about avoiding perfection. So when we are dieting, when we are eating in a ketogenic lifestyle, there are times that it's either not possible to stay on plan, or it's too difficult to stay on plan for whatever reason. Whatever the reason is, it could be that it's an emotional time, it could be that it's a hormonal time, it could be that the options are not there. If that is the case, you need to give yourself some grace and recognize that perfection is not going to happen on that day or that weekend or whatever. It reminded me of a story that Matthew Hussey shared. And he talked about where he went to Disney World when he was little. He was like 13 or 14 years old. And when he went there, what he noticed was even the trash cans were set in the theme of whatever area that was in Disney World. So it got me to thinking that your lifestyle of eating 90% of the time is going to be right there. You're eating the way you're supposed to be eating. You've either measured it out, or you've tracked it in your head, or you've tracked it on paper or in an app or whatever, and you recognize that you are eating the way that is appropriate for you, for the most part. So those are kind of like those trash cans. We're using those trash cans all the time. You're tracking, you're eating the way that you want to eat and choose to eat the majority of the time. But every once in a while, there's going to be a time that you are not eating that way. Like I said, for whatever that reason is. So we need to recognize that on those times, it is okay for us to have a slip up, have a mistake. You go out to eat and you realize that something in that food was not what you expected and you feel sick from it, or something was not available to you. You thought that you were going to be able to have some meat and cheese at a party, and there was no meat and cheese. It was all chips and sodas and pizza. So what are you going to do? You could either not eat, which is really hard when everyone around you is eating, or you could say, here is my lack of perfection. I'm going to go ahead and eat what's here, and I'll pay for it later, or not pay for it later. It may not bother you as much as you're thinking. So avoid those perfection thoughts in your head. It's okay. Forgive yourself and move on. Have you ever had a day where perfection was not going to happen? Tell me about it down below. Tell me about it. I'd love to hear it. We're all in the same boat in a way, because we know that we cannot stay perfect. None of us are perfect. So I hope this helps. Talk to you soon.